All right, everyone. Greetings from K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. With two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. It'll be the Nets off the tip. And here's Garland. To the middle. Outside Kuminga. Garland up top. From about 19, Tatum's shot is good. Well, Grant, this is not your average regular season game. These teams are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
The basket counts, and one. He'll go to the line, a chance at a three-point play.
Yeah, good physical play from the big man. Şengün refused to be stopped.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throw of the contest. Doris, it's interesting, but the Nets franchise has never won an NBA championship.
That's absolutely correct, because their titles came before the merger. Now, since they've joined this league, they did go to the finals a couple of times. Had Jason Kidd, who was the driver of success, but no championship in this modern era.
Pass to Şengün. For three, and it's Tatum with the three. Tatum's got 5 points.
That's a great beginning. 3 for 3 from the floor.
Turner for three. Brooklyn pulls it in.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
I mean, I think that was their first miss of the game. They've been just rolling.
Ivy with the ball. Picked up by Jones.
And look at Ivy rising above, giving it his all on that slam.
Pass to Jones. And here's Kuminga for three. Rebounded by Suggs. Here's Thompson. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to be on Jonathan Kuminga. One thing about the Pacers, Doris, they can flat out score the basketball.
It is incredible to me, B.A., how infrequently the ball sticks. They play fast, whether in transition or in the half court. They make defenses work. You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Outside Tatum. Five to shoot. Brooklyn, no good that time either.
What a masterful job on the defensive end. Did everything possible to alter that shot.
They get the rebound. Pass to Thompson. There's a screen by Turner. The three. Suggs, no good. And it's Garland with the ball for the Nets. We'll now go to Allie LaForce, who spoke with Rick Carlisle. Allie.
We discussed just how difficult Jason Tatum is to guard and what he wants his team to do against him. And Coach told me he's a very talented and polished player. I told our guys to stay in front of him, don't fall for the pump fakes, play smart and under control. It's easier said than done, but we'll see if they're up to the task. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Well, the Nets are still feeling the ramifications of trading for James Harden, Doris.
Well, B.A., consider in that trade they gave away Jared Allen, Karis LeVert, and 4 first-round picks for a total of just 80 games played for James Harden. The reverberations are still being felt.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Spins. Pass to Jones. Back to Garland. Here's Şengün. And here's Kuminga. Defended by Thompson. Tatum way outside. Thompson pulls it in. Indiana trailing here. On the wing, Thompson. Fires the 3. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Şengün, the screen. Here's Garland. Pass to Şengün. And out of bounds, the Pacers will take it.
Substitution on the court.
A minute 53 left in the first. Suggs surveys the D. Şengün with a steal. Here's Monk. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Now here's Suggs. A go-to option for this team. He puts up nearly 17 a game.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Fires for 3. He drops it from range. Suggs has got his second bucket on the night.
Boy, if Suggs is knocking this shot down consistently, the spacing will open up.
Here's Monk. What a terrific move that is.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Pass to Messi. Back to Suggs. Şengün with a steal. Outside Monk. 24 seconds left in the first quarter. Messi grabs the board.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Knocks it down from distance.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to Sohan. Back to Monk. Gets it off. And that's not going to go. Well, it's been a high-scoring, competitive game through the first quarter of play. It's the Pacers up by 3. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Indiana.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
I think the other thing they're doing is they're wearing out the opponent in transition, exploding up the floor for easy chances.
And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Nets trail by 3. It's stolen. Here's Ivy. Rebound Brooklyn. They host the Pistons after this one, and that's a 1-game homestand for the club. Sohan outside. From deep. The rebound by Shannon. Indiana leading by 3. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., you know, in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue. But in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates, and it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
Now here's Mitchell. He's scoreless. Monk for 3. The shot comes out. Here's Shannon. Kept alive by Indiana. Let's go with a 3. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. Nets trailed by 5. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Mitchell misses.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. Yep, that one's good.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Right side, Monk. Lets it go from deep. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Monk's got 7 points in the game.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity. Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Now well into his 30s. Is it fair to start wondering how many seasons Jimmy Butler has left, Grant?
Well, it's a fair question, B.A. But at the same time, Jimmy's hunger is just so different than everybody else's, which I could see helping prolong his career.
This guy's such a defensive leader. The intensity, the willingness to put yourself out there, that's a nice block. Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup, nicely done.
Indiana leading. Here's Ivy. Indiana again missing.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
And it's Monk missing. And it's Butler with the ball for the Indiana Pacers. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Jimmy Butler's such an all-around player. He said, I don't need to be a 40-point scorer. My role is to impact winning. I just control what I can control in the end. Play the right way, stay aggressive, and do whatever it takes to get my team the win. And Brian, he is good at his job.
Well, playoff Jimmy is a real thing, whether he'll admit it or not. And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. So the Nets making a switch here. Nets trail by 4. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken. But that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
What impresses me about Jason Tatum are his work habits, his commitment in the offseason to adding something else to his arsenal. We know he can play high-level basketball on both ends. The sky is the limit.
Back to Suggs. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Garland. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there. So it's the Pacers now. And here's Turner from the arc. Nails it from 3. Turner's got 5 now.
Well, that's the great three-point stroke of Miles Turner, and has that feathery touch from deep, and his size really hard to guard.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Garland feeling it out a bit. The 3 ball. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Oh, Darius Garland asserting himself, the answer back from distance.
To the paint. Here's Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
Coaches love to see ball movement, especially when it gets you that kind of look.
Now here's Garland. Doing some damage on the offensive end. Putting up a little over 14 points a game. Pass to Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. Tatum showing off the strength.
Well, Jason Tatum has worked hard to fill out his frame. It's not going to bother him that you're bringing a level of physicality.
Down low. Thompson right side. Portis down low. No points so far. Pass to Suggs. Tries again. And it's good on the lay-in. And the Pacers lead by 4.
And I love how they're working much harder on the glass this quarter and drumming up more second chance opportunities.
Suggs left side. From outside the arc. And it falls for him. He's now 4 of 7 from the field.
Give him credit. Improving in the second quarter. Just great adjustments.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Unloads from 13. Fires in the triple.
They're making a few more threes this quarter, trying to cut into that deficit.
Here's Thompson on the take. Dunn outside.
That's the end of the first half with the score